Earth signs, I hope you're doing lovely today. Thank you for joining me for another group session. So if you're Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, these messages will be for you. Now friends, if you haven't been to a group session before, that is all good. Just understand not all messages will resonate, and that is totally cool. If you need a private session, please check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And of course, if you like these readings, please don't forget to support me so I can keep supporting you. Whether that means liking or sharing or following, I appreciate all of your support, and I hope that these messages resonate in your heart. Now, Earth signs, it has been a rough year for so many of us. So I think it is time that we start to take a look forward into 2021 and see what are your greatest gifts? What are the beautiful things coming down the line for you, and what can we look forward to? So, Earth signs, what are our overall energies here? Overall energies for our Earth signs, please. Earth signs, overall energies and gifts for 2021. 2021 for our Earth signs. What's our focus? Overall energies, please. Overall energies, what's that? Ooh, Earth signs. Check this out. Holy smokes, this is totally for you. Totally for you. It's kind of an Earth card as well. I love it. Snake energy. Okay, it's a good message. It's a good message, Earth signs, okay? Snake. And anyone who knows me in any readings that I've done, snake is always a positive message in the big picture because it's about releasing what's not serving you and reinventing yourself and moving forward in positive new ways. Bringing in changes are a good thing, Earth signs, but you got to embrace these changes, and that's what 2021 is going to bring for you. Lots of changes. And this card also says shed old skin, and that's exactly what a snake does, right? They shed their skin. They move forward in a new version of themselves without the stuff that they don't need, right? So, cool stuff coming here. And this is also about releasing the negativity, and that can show up in so many ways, whether it's people, places, things, environments, habits, mindsets. It's time to let all the negativity go, friends. Wow. Cool. So, Earth signs, let's take a look at what your year is going to be looking like. Maybe a little bit of a forecast for you. So let's take a look at the beginning, middle, and the end of the year to see what is going on for you. This is where we start. Oh, yay. Okay, so at the beginning of the year, there's going to be a lot of self-love type stuff and a lot of, what's the word? Epiphanies to you and where you need to be aligning. I also see that you're going to be initiating some changes. These changes might kind of keep you away from other people, or not keep you from people, but help you realign yourself with what is good for you. Okay, there's a lot of reinvention going on here, and I also see that by the end of the year you come into your power. You are able to wield new energies and reinvent yourself. So cool stuff, and that's exactly what the snake would tell you to do. Reinvent yourself, right? Check it out, Earth signs. So, at the beginning of the year, love and compassion. Now, this isn't romantic love for me, although it can be. But love and compassion is about being compassionate. It's about being calm and loving to yourself and to others. It's about taking a step back and knowing and understanding the big picture of things so you can show empathy and understand the situation without judging it and show love indiscriminately, okay? This is to yourself and this is to others. So, don't be hard on yourself, and try to take a step back from the situation to see that all those who are struggling around you might just need a little bit of assistance. They might need a little bit of loving care, all right? It doesn't mean that you need to solve people's problems for them. They're not your problems. But sometimes just holding space for somebody and understanding where they're at is all the help that somebody needs, okay? Also, it's a really good message to not be involved in other people's problems, again, because number one, they're not your own. But when you sit in other people's problems, you can lower your own personal vibration. And where we're going here in terms of ushering in the new age in Aquarius, it's not about holding on to negativity. It's about bringing in the light, bringing in positivity, okay? And this has definitely got that flavor. So, considering we want to stay away from people or, give support but not involve ourselves directly, sometimes you can show support from a distance. This is telling you as well with cave and sanctuary in these negative times to keep to yourself, okay? Excuse me. This is going to look like you also using this you time to strengthen yourself, to reinvent yourself, to go back to the things that you have put down for a while and really find your love and joy and passion again, and to bring this back into yourself, okay? So this gentleman that you could see here on the wall is doing artwork, all right? But whether you go into artwork or whether you just go into meditation, go into whatever it is that you love doing, it could be gardening, it really doesn't matter. This is about coming back to yourself and knowing that when you do the things that feel right for you and you bring forward your creative creative juices, that you heal yourself, you feel good. You don't need a crowd around you to make you feel fulfilled and loved. You can do that all from yourself, and that's where you should be doing it too, because if you can't fill your own cup, how are you going to help others? You can't. So this is going to be about you focusing on yourself for the first little bit of the year and making yourself strong, making your heart strong, and realizing that you have so many skills and abilities to be able to take you far and to be able to help other people in the big picture as well. Wow. And looking at the end of the beginning of the year, we'll say, stone people and vigilance. This is where you start to bring out this inner knowledge and this inner wisdom that you've had all the time. All of these skills that you're either cultivating or reinventing or coming back to, you're going to be putting them into action. So it's interesting that it's showing me all of these little activities that you're going to be doing, but then this is about movement. This is about staying strong and waiting for the right time to make these changes, okay? There's beautiful things coming in alignment for you here, Earth signs, okay? But this is also saying, don't jump because you first see something coming along, okay? See it, know it, but then wait for right timing to make your moves and then to move forward, okay? Cool. Lots of nice messages there. There's also going to be a lot of introspection going on here. You might have a lot of new inspiration. You might have a lot of new ideas about, hey, I could do this. I could do this. Where could I take this? But again, friends, don't jump right away. Keep all this information here. Maybe write it down, whatever that looks like for you, because you're going to need that information moving forward. So, the middle of the year, what is this going to look like? Wolf and instinct. Now this card is telling you that it's possible that some things in your environment might get cold. This can look like people, places, jobs, environments, etc. You might feel that as you reinvent yourself that you're kind of out on your own a little bit, and that is okay. You don't need to have the support of everybody else around you in order to do what is right for you. And sometimes choosing yourself over other people can make other people be angry with you or frustrated, or maybe they're upset that you are moving forward to do things for yourself and not sitting with them in their old places or helping them with their old dramas, whatever that is. There's a lot of energy here about you rising above and knowing your worth and standing in your power. And sometimes when you stand in your power, you have to stand alone, and that's okay. Totally okay. Why? What's in the heart of the spread? Clouds and shape-shifting. You really are reinventing yourself, Earth signs, from the inside out. This card is telling me that you're going to have a lot of new inspiration and a lot of new ideas, a lot of new opportunities that are going to be coming to you that you want to take advantage of and move forward in. And as you redefine yourself and re-solidify what you want and what you want to focus on, these new opportunities are going to be coming past you. So don't be afraid to reinvent yourself, right? This snake is all over the place for you, Earth signs, okay? And it's going to be really the flavor for your year here, because this is in the heart of the spread. I love this. So I think the water signs kind of had something like this going on as well. But what's also going to happen is you're going to be tested, okay? And this happens so much in a spiritual capacity where you learn new things, you reinvent yourself, and then the universe throws you either similar situations or people or negativity to say, okay, now that you've reinvented yourself, let's put it to the test. If I put a problem in front of you, how are you going to react? Are you going to go back to your old ways and panic, freak out, whatever it is? Or are you going to hold yourself strong, okay? So, power and lightning in the middle of the year as well, but near the end, okay? So this is telling me that you are going to be challenged. There are going to possibly be people or situations that are not supporting you, and you're going to have to pick and choose. You're going to have to choose whether you want to be a part of the fight or whether you want to stand back and let that storm blow by you. Friends, you don't have to be a part of every fight that you're invited to. Sometimes it's best to stand back. And this card to me is also about emotional instability. So you might be dealing with people who haven't done their own personal work. And many times people like to cast a shadow on others, you know, because when you do beautiful work, sometimes people start to see their own shadow in you, right? I've seen it many times where, you know, I've done something good for myself, etc., and other people are jealous for whatever reason, okay? And that's fine. But do I lower myself to make other people feel comfortable? No, I don't. I have to keep focusing on me and what is right for me. And this is telling you that you're going to be put in a very similar situation, Earth signs. So your new mindset is going to be put to the test. Someone's going to try to zap you emotionally, and it's going to take you off of your rocker. So keep a clear eye, keep a cool head, and you will get through this just fine. Again, like I said, you don't have to show up to every fight you're invited to, right? And if you do this, right, what's gonna happen? What's the end of the year gonna feel like for you? And it's beautiful, Earth signs. Check it out. Childhood and innocence. This is you coming back to your childlike self. This is you knowing that when you sit in happiness, you become happiness. And it can be that simple, friends. It really, really can, okay? So this is about you connecting to that childlike version of yourself, the innocence, and not involving yourself in all of the negativity that's around you. There's a lot of discernment involved in this card, okay? Because there's always going to be opportunities to be negative, to complain about things, and there's always going to be people and places and things that show up around you that invite you to feel bad, okay? But this is about you discerning what is right for you. Don't you feel better when you're happy? Don't you feel better when you're calm? Don't you feel better when you're balanced? So you take charge. You decide what thoughts you're going to think of. You decide what emotions are good for you and not good for you. And in those moments, you have to choose. You have to choose peace or you have to choose trauma, okay? I suggest you choose peace because every time you choose peace, you call more peace to you, Earth signs. You're doing a lot of grounding energy here. So don't take yourself off of your mark. You're going to be really reinventing yourself by the end of the year. So don't let others rock you in your boat, okay? And what's really also beautiful as well is you align yourself at the end of the year with so many beautiful possibilities that you didn't know were available to you. Dream time and creation, because when you sit in your own strength and you're not reeling and reacting to all of the negativity around you, you become clear. You are able to see the forest through the trees, and you're able to see the big perspective and take this step back to see that big picture. And then when you see that big picture, you can keep your energies in alignment with it to keep it rolling, right? Dream time and creation also tells me, from a very forward-facing perspective, that you should pay attention to your dreams. You might have some prophetic dreams. You might start to see some clairvoyance or be visited by some of your ancestors or some of your guides to give you information. So don't be afraid to tell your guides and angels to communicate with you in your dreams, because sometimes that's when the best messages come through. And how does your year really end? Check this out. I love it. Dragonfly and emergence. Earth signs. This is you totally coming into your power. Dragonfly is also a card of metamorphosis and change. Very much like butterfly, very much like snake energy, right? Dragonflies aren't born with wings. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but they have to evolve to grow their wings. And it doesn't happen overnight, right? It is a process. It is a ritual, okay? Just like how the lotus flowers lie around this card, it's about the journey, not about the destination. But this is telling me that with the journey, the steps that you've taken, you really do put yourself apart from the other people. You set yourself apart from the old habits and old belief systems and old behaviors that you were doing, and you really come into your own power. Earth signs, this is exactly where you want to be. Exactly where you want to be. Cool. So, Earth signs, let's take a look and see if your animal guardians have any other messages for you. Any other messages, any other advice, any other guidance. Earth signs, what do our spirit animals have to say? Earth signs, please. Spirit animal messages for 2021. There it is. Aw, yeah. Swan and grace. Appreciate the beauty inside and all around you. It's your softer side coming out, Earth signs. And Earth signs are very grounded typically, and you guys can be soft. Definitely you can be soft. But this is about you, again, having a really discerning eye and choosing peace, choosing grace, choosing love. You have a lot of things to choose from. If you went to a buffet, you could pick anything you want, right? But some things are going to feel good when you eat them, and some things are going to make you feel bad. So it's about you knowing what is right for you, choosing what is right for you, and then receiving all the benefits of making those choices that are in alignment with your best good. You will see the grace come into your life. Earth signs, you have a beautiful year ahead of you. There will be some transition and some growth, and it's going to lead to beautiful things. So take this with both hands and move forward gracefully. Earth signs, I hope these messages resonated with your heart, and I hope they help you. If you need a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com, and of course I will be here for you again next week. Thank you, Earth signs.